Hello, lovelies. Come on down. Who is in the house? Bring it on in. I see people. There's Jan, Dawn, and Sarah walking on in. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Jan. Good to see you. Sarah. There's Marguerite, Nancy, and two other people. And there's Marianne, too. Hello. Come on in, loves. Pinkies up, Deborah. Hello, Marguerite. It's good to see you. Jackie, Catherine, Sandy. There you are. Hello. I see Maureen, Melody, and two more. There's Jackie. And Karen and Sharon, they're watching. Hi, Sandy. Come on down. The swag bag for tomorrow. Okay, so the swag bag for tomorrow, Jan's asking. Well, first of all, let me see if... Oh, thank you. She said I looked pretty. Amber said I looked pretty. Thank you, Amber. I am going to ask Jenny to post the swag bag. I'm just going to ask her to do that right now because she has got to put it all together. It's a lot of cooking stuff. It's really great. Oops. Ooh. Oh, there's Jenny. She said, did you miss me while I was gone? I was just going to ask Jenny to do that. So she's got the swag bag. Can you post the swag bag for tomorrow? Thank you. I never wear this shirt. I've had it for a long time. It's been too tight. It fits lovely now. It's still a little too tight. Not my favorite, but we're getting there, right? We are all about process, people. Where's my spoon? Juanita is here. So's Eileen. I see you guys. Yeah, we will put the swag bag in there here shortly. Look at what I did. I took the rest of my mineral water and put my, isn't this liquid? I put my hot melt mix in it. Yay! I just was, why not? So, let's get busy. Yeah, I see a ton of lovelies. Uh-oh. Heads up. I'm going down. There it is. I'm back. Oh my goodness. This is, I'm like Julia Child. Drop the chicken. Drop the chicken on the floor. Yeah, last night, so just FYI, last night it was 8:45 and I said, I was supposed to do all of my work here. I was supposed to get on the bike. I had an appointment. Things were a little crazy town. And at 8:45, it was just, last night, I just finally said, you know what, to heck with it. I'm just going to get on there and I'm just going to do it. And they have a yacht rock. If you guys know what yacht rock, it's just like the anthems of the late 70s, early 80s, Michael McDonald, all the really good music. Anyway, so I got on there and sweated my buns off. I put a picture of myself with my Tammy Faye eyes with the mascara all coming down and beat red. I worked my butt ski off. So, Sarah says this is the first time she's seen me with my hair down. Well, when I'm done, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go put it back up. But occasionally I wear it down. I'll be wearing it down tomorrow. I have a cute shirt that I'm wearing tomorrow. Oops. For our event. For those of you who are coming. And it is so great. Anyway, yes, the yacht rock got me moving along. And I was singing, wailing. Mark he's a volunteer fireman. So he was at class last night learning how to stick needles in people to get their hearts going again and the Narcan stuff, nasals. He's learning how to do all of that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get on that bike and I'm going to sing really loud. And I did. You guys would have been so proud of me. You know what? I just have to say, sometimes we just need to say, you know what? I don't care what time it is. I just got to do it. So I did it. Here's to that. All right, and that's my advice to you. Don't I say that to you all the time? Just do it. Just get up. Just do it. Debbie Jansen. Yes, you can still sign up. Go to savingdinner.com/bloom. Yes, today is the last day, but guess what? Even if you can't make it, guess what you're going to get? The recording. And you can listen to it as many times as you want. To me, this is the foundational principle for flipping all that crazy thinking. All the stuff that has gotten you nowhere. This is how to get to the place of saying no to the stuff that's held you back. This is the stuff that's going to take you off the carousel of crazy. Because if you notice that the carousel is crazy is a pattern of thinking. That's what it is. It's what keeps us going back to a new diet, another plan, another thing. But there's other things too in our lives that we do that with. Yes, Debbie, come on down. I want you there. I want everyone there. Everyone there. Because again, this is foundational. This is how we do it. And you're going to get this in the mail. You won't have it for tomorrow, but I will send it to you in the mail. This is a promise. Isn't it so pretty too? Full bloom. Look at that full blooming flower. And then you get this little magnet, which is super cute. Now this won't doesn't do well on my refrigerator, but it works on my washing machine. So that's where I put my magnets. And this. Is this so cute? Isn't this so cute? So is it different than April? It is a continuation from April. A continuation from April. Our whole thing is that we want to get you off of this carousel of crazy. I've invited Marla. Marla has a different perspective than I do. And I say that in a way that means that is nothing but, that's a flattering thing to say. We see things a little bit differently. We complement each other beautifully. And when we work together, there's a lot of energy, you know, and I love her to death. There's nobody on this planet that I love more. She's my best friend. And we've been together for the very beginnings of each other's businesses. So we know each other before and we know each other during and through the whole thing. One of the things that's so critical, I think, in my opinion anyway, about friendship is going through things together. And we have been through a lot. So I'm really excited for you to be there tomorrow. It's going to be so amazing. Marguerite, you want to be in my video? I got a little request from you. If you want to be in there, I'll pull you up. Tell me. It's not going to be so repetitive because it's going to be two different perspectives and it's going to be a lot of stuff. And again, we will post the swag bag, plus you're getting stuff in the mail. We've never done this before. I mean, just cute little knicky-knack things, but stuff to keep you going. Yes, when you pull out that cup to put coffee in it in the morning, you're going to go, yeah, that mindset. That's the one I choose. Okay? savingdinner.com/bloom. And do look at the page. The page is going to, Marguerite says, no, I don't want to be on there. That's why I asked. The page is going to give you all kinds of information. It's going to help you see and understand what it's all about. And for those of you who are in my VIP group, Hot Melt and whatever, we have our pajama party tonight. So there. Have you seen this? This is our supplement of the week. It's Leptofix. And let me tell you what I think about Leptofix. It is a needle mover because what happens with a lot of us who have had eating problems, addiction problems, food problems, you know, expanding waistlines, this is the thing. Leptofix fixes that. It helps to fix broken leptin. And broken leptin leads to insulin resistance, and it's just, you don't want it, right? You just don't want it. Somebody just said, so what is this about? I'm going to tell you what this is about. It's about getting your mind in the place that, yes, you can. You can have what you want. Yes, you can have the house you want. You can have the life you want. You can have the career you want. You can have what you want. Nothing is off the table. But it takes flipping the way you think. Because when you think in terms of just being in that little corner over there, that's exactly where you're going to be living. And you know what I always say, what you think about expands and it becomes your actual destiny. So that's why this whole conference is about, because I think, you know, I'll give it to you in snippets all the time. But when I say to you that this is what it is and this is how you do it, this is how you get unstuck, these are the things you need to look at. I mean, I've got a whole curriculum for you, and you can have this to hold forever and ever, amen. You'll have the recording afterwards. You can write timestamps when you're doing you're taking your notes. And then from there, you can just say, you know what, that one, I got to go back to that one. That's how it is. So it's going to be really cool. I hope so. You've already got that happily. I'm so glad. Good. So that's happening. We also have another one in October for getting your holidays on point. You know what? If you've ever had a meltdown on Christmas Eve or the night before a holiday and you just weren't prepared, or you just felt like just too many loose ends and highly stressful, this is how you pull it all together. And believe me, Marla and I, again, we've been doing this forever and ever, and I promise you, this is going to really help. It's going to make all the difference in the world. So anyway, Leptofix is our supplement of the week. Throw 3 in your cart. We will put the 4th one in for you free. So you put 3 in. The 4th one is on us. We'll put it in there free for you. And put ships free in the promo window when you're checking out. And that way you get free shipping and a free supplement. I mean, it's a screaming deal. This is how you should be doing all your supplements. So there you go. That's just the way I wanted to talk to you about all of that. The holiday cruise, by the way, and I know I'm all over the place, right? Yeah, you can tell I haven't had enough coffee today. Holiday cruise, if you want to get signed up for that, that is an all-day virtual conference on Saturday, October 10th. And that is savingdinner.com/cruise. So, Sarah said, Christmas Eve meltdown? Not this year. That's right. Not this year. Well, let me just tell you something. We've been doing this together. Marla and I have been working together for 20 years. 20 years. We know each other's stuff backwards and forwards, and we know what it's going to take in order to make it get going. Somebody's throwing a gift down. They're excited. So it's going to be really, really fun. And having you guys there is going to make it even better. So I'm really looking forward to it. Don't delay. Grab your place. Oh, and by the way, this is our new mug. Is it not the cutest thing you've ever did see? Isn't it? Isn't it? It's a Pinkies Up cup, y'all. I just can't believe it. So I'm so excited about this cup. And it's baby poop green, according to Mark. He didn't like it. He thought it was kind of ugly. I think it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at all of you who are excited about this thing tomorrow. Yay! Well, we're going to bring it. We're going to bring it afterwards. Marla and I are having a great dinner. I may or may not be cooking some big fat steaks with some blue cheese crumbles and mushrooms and such. See, Catherine loves it. Jane's excited for tomorrow. It's going to be so great. Here's our quote of the week. Fight for the things you care about, but don't do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Oh, I'm sorry, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Brilliant words right there from RBG. Rest in peace. Can you do what in different colors? Mark is a guy. Yes, we don't give Mark. We just say, okay, honey, and we just give him a little tap on the hand. We love him. I love him. But let's just say this. We get to choose the mugs. He doesn't have anything to do with them. Anyway, let's get you started here because we have got some really good questions today that I'm excited to share with you because it is Q&A. Look at that. Look at that. My Joanne. You are so smart, Joanne. Did you see what Joanne said? She's got a crock pot meal ready to go. She's going to plug in first thing in the morning. So she's ready to rock and roll all day Saturday. Yes. May her memory be a blessing. Exactly. Exactly. Notepad pages or cups. You don't get a choice on that. We get to do that. But if you ever have an idea that you want to throw our way, would you please tell us? I mean, we are open books here. We love your feedback. We love hearing what works for you. We even like hearing what doesn't work for you. We are all about you. We are a community, y'all. Remember that rising tide that lifts all boats? Well, it does. It does. And yes, next Friday we'll do Q&A again, of course. but if you put a question in for Q&A today, it's not going to get answered till next Friday. That's cool, right? So, this is a question from Christy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can you talk about the importance of prebiotics and the best way to get them? Specific foods, supplements, thank you. I've got some really good news for you because you don't even have to memorize any kind of a food list, nothing. All you got to do is remember that fiber is a prebiotic. How do you like that? Fiber, 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 fiber is a prebiotic. So when you're taking our fiber mender, which we are madly in love with, by the way, because there's 4 different kinds of fibers in there. There's 10 grams of fiber in every scoop. The stuff is thebomb.com. It feeds your gut. It feeds your gut because a prebiotic versus a probiotic, let me just give you the differentiation here. A probiotic it's the army, it's the soldiers, and the prebiotic is the mess hall. This is how we feed them. So when we want healthy gut flora, we need prebiotics and we need probiotics. How do you like that? It's pretty good. So anything really with fiber in it is a probiotic. Now there's better stuff than others. I love apple cider vinegar, prebiotic. I love our fiber mender, massively prebiotic. Chia seeds, prebiotic. Of avocado, prebiotic. A banana, prebiotic, although high in sugar. You know, anything that has fiber in it is going to move the needle and going to feed your gut. Our gut needs that. Our gut needs to be, you know, if you're gonna have a gut that's on point and that is working optimally, it needs to be fed. I mean, you don't send soldiers out to war, which is essentially what's going on in your gut, and say, here, there's nothing for you to eat. You know, good luck, do it fasting. No, we need to help them out. So fiber mender works, and lots of foods, any kind of food with fiber in it does, essentially. Green leafy vegetables with fiber, prebiotic. So that's how the whole thing works. My strong suggestion is that if you do a little assessment, how much fiber am I getting? Because the number 1 cancer with women is colon cancer. And the problem that we have is that we don't get enough fiber because fiber absorbs and takes out the toxins. It gives motility, which is what we want. Here's the thing. We want the food to go into our bellies and into our small intestine so that it can get processed and absorbed, and that's where we get all of our vitamins and minerals and all the things that we need. Then once it's starting to go out, you know what we need? We need high motility. Water, hydration, and fiber do that. They make it move on out. We don't want it sitting there putrefying, okay? Putrefying. And we don't want to be giving our soldiers a bag of M&Ms. That's exactly right, Jane. So that's the whole thing with prebiotic, probiotics. So just think about that. Do an assessment. How much fiber are you getting? This is why I'm going to say, fiber mender to the rescue, gel some chia seeds, and make sure that all of the foods that you're choosing are high in fiber. Cruciferous vegetables are really wonderful too. Fermented foods are fantastic because they're not only probiotic, they're prebiotic. So a sauerkraut, for example, would be wonderful prebiotic and probiotic food. Sarah's got bathroom talk going if you're watching. I get it though, Sarah, absolutely. But the thing is, understand this about fiber. You can't just ratchet up your fiber and go from, oh my gosh, I'm not getting any fiber. And the recommendation is anywhere from 25 to 60 grams of fiber a day. I want you somewhere in the middle, 30, 40 grams of fiber. But if you go from 0 to 40 overnight, you are going to be one miserable woman. Miserable. You need to give yourself, ratchet it up. Just go slowly. Step it up. Little baby steps in fiber. Add a little bit here. Add a quarter of a teaspoon. Don't double it up. Oh my goodness, don't. Ask Jenny about that one. She had the unfortunate error of doing that one. So here you go. That's how you put it in there. And you have to add the hydration. If you don't have the hydration, you're going to be backed up like a garbage disposal that's no longer working. And I say this all the time, but when a garbage disposal is working optimally, You've got the water running and you flip the switch, okay? Kathy wants to know, can you talk more about the chia seeds gelled and how and when and how much to take? So, gel it by doing 2 tablespoons, I believe, into a cup of water, dried, and then just stir it up, let it sit on the counter for an hour, and it'll gel up. How much do you use? I use like a tablespoon, about a tablespoon. I mean, I don't measure. I just put it into my smoothie. I have a quick smoothie. This morning, or right at noon, I was just starving. So you know what I did? I made myself a quick shot. And I used chia seeds, and I used L-Glutamine, and I used our collagen. And it was just right, just enough to get me going, to hold me so I can have a nice lunch a little bit later. But that is what worked, you know, that just worked. Yeah, we don't ever want to go to dehydration. And when you're dehydrated, you are not getting, not only are your kidneys drying out, and that's the first line of defense, but you're also not getting it into all of your cells. And that's a problem. It's a problem for your digestive tract. It's a problem for everything. Our whole bodies work on water. And if we don't have, I don't know, ask your doctor. Chia seeds gelled might be okay, but I'm not sure. You would need to talk to your doctor, because I think as long as, and it really depends on where you are on the whole, you know, spectrum of diverticulitis. So that's what you need to do. Amber just put up that's 2 tablespoons of chia seeds to 1 cup of water. Let it gel for an hour, and then, you know, use it for your smoothies. Honestly, it's so good. And gelled, you know, I would think that it would be okay, but, you know, honestly, I think it's a really good idea for you to just, you know, always ask your doctor if you have some kind of a condition. If you have some kind of a digestive condition, ask your doctor about changing anything up. It's just good form. All right, so where are we with this? What else do we have? So if anybody else has any, you put a tablespoon of chia in yours, okay. Well, if it works for you and you have this issue, then, you know, that's fine. But I'm not gonna, again, I'm a nutritionist. I'm not a gastrointestinal, whatever those guys are, you know. The temperature of the water should just be room temperature, not cold, not icy cold. Okay, here's Tanya's question. Leanne, I know you mentioned before that Tylenol and Advil are not good for the body as they damage the liver and the kidneys, by the way. And I believe you. I believe you said that. Yes, that is true. And we have 35,000 deaths a year from Tylenol overdoses. You can look that up. She said, what do you use instead? My cramps just before my period kicks in, and they're a lot worse in the last 6 months. So I need to do something for a day or 2. Okay, here's what I do for any kind of pain. Okay, so if I have joint pain, knee pain, sometimes I get a little knee pain being on the bike, or bouncing, or whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever activity, I might have a little pain from something. You know, it happens, so what? But I have to do something because I don't like feeling in pain. Now, I have a CBD ointment that I use, a sports gel that's really good. And by the way, if you haven't seen our CBD webinar, come on. You guys really need to see this because it'll blow your mind, because, you know, we didn't even know we had the endocannabinoid system in our bodies until 1991. There's a lot of doctors out there who, I mean, it's just crazy. So much. You know what, Joanna, I would recommend you take a look at the CBD webinar. I mean, I've been using it a lot more regularly since I had a discussion with Will. Will's my, he does Ojai Energetics. He helped us with a special deal for all of our people, and you can find the webinar, understand what the endocannabinoid system is within your body and why we need it. How a lot of times anxiety and cancer and just name a malady, you know, some kind of thing is connected to this whole CBD deficiency, because, you know, CBD is these cannabinoids that are in there, and by the you don't get high from them. It's the CBD that's in there. Though it's a nutrient, and once upon a time they used to feed the flowers, hemp flowers. They're made from hemp, not marijuana. Hemp flowers to chickens. And so people would get it, you know, and they'd feed the pigs and they'd get it from the meat. They'd get it from the chickens. That's how we got it. Now we don't get it. And if you look at an overlay of when disease started to go up, especially autoimmune diseases and other diseases, and when the prohibition on hemp started, right at the same time. So draw your own conclusions. But I just would say to anybody that I would look at CBD as one of the first lines of defense, just because. And not all CBD is created equal. That's why I want you to watch that webinar. It's just extracurricular activities for those who want to know. It's a nutritional thing that we need to look at. So, and I know CBD is everywhere, but there's just so much crappy CBD out there. It needs to be water soluble, not oil soluble. That's where we start. And they use hexane to pull the stuff out. And so you're, you know, also putting in toxins. There's so much to be aware of. You got to know these things. So what do? Are we back? I'm sorry. I'm all over the place, aren't I? Again. What do we do for pain? When you have any kind of pain, headache or whatever, first of all, first line of defense is always water, okay, for headaches and what have you. Because your brain actually shrinks in a headache because the membrane, we have a membrane that goes on, it's called the brain barrier. It's made of 70% fat and the other 30% is water. And Jane is saying, yes, InflaCrusher works. She uses it. This is what I use, InflaCrusher. I've used it for headaches before, and I very rarely ever have a headache, but when I do, I'm on it. If I have joint pain from working out or muscle pain from working out, InflaCrusher. Anything that is a cause of pain, check it out. Because this stuff is basically curcumin, and it's an activated type of curcumin that goes immediately to work. Immediately to work. It bypasses the stomach, which is what you want. It goes right into the intestinal tract, and it's absorbed into your body, and it helps with whatever pain you feel. I love this stuff. I take it as a supplement anyway, once a day, but I also have another bottle sitting on my desk just in case. You know, if I have any kind of ache or pain, that it's so distracting. I don't want to be distracted from that. I want to get on top of what it is that I'm doing. So, InflaCrusher to the rescue. That's my strong suggestion. It works like magical. Ellie Mae has a question. I have a question about if you can take the Leptofix and not be on the hot milk sprint. And do you have to be doing an intermittent fast during taking it? Any tips appreciated. Thank you very much. I love what you and Fly Lady do. All right, Ellie Mae, this is it. I'm going to give you the whole lowdown on this whole thing. Of course, you do not need to take the Leptofix. That's what this one is, and it is our supplement of the week. This is going to give you massive information. And you know, you can find all of our, when we do supplement of the week, you can find it all at savingdata.com/show. That's where you're going to find it. The deal is right there. Add 3 to your cart. The 4th one will be put in by us and ships free all together is your promo code, so you get free shipping as well. It's a screaming deal. Leptofix works on an empty stomach. You don't need to be sprinting, but you do need to have an empty stomach. That's why I say first thing in the morning. I take my Leptofix first thing in the morning with my SAMe after I've taken my thyroid. So I have 3 things that I take in the morning. When I first get up in the morning and go to the bathroom, I have my thyroid medication sitting out on my bathroom counter. And I've always got a glass of water by my bed. And boom, down the hatch it goes. Down the hatch it goes. Okay? And then later when I get up, probably around 7, I get up and I make my coffee. And there it is. Leptofix is sitting right there along with my SAMe. And I take both of them right then and there with a full glass of water. And that's when I start with my whole, my whole hydration thing. I get my hydration station all set up. That's how the whole thing works. It's amazing. And I also say, well, we're going to talk about cravings. We have a question about cravings that you're really going to like it. I think it's better. It's always better to gel your chia and then keep them in the fridge. That's what I think you should do. All right. Anyway, I hope that helped. I think Leptofix is a super helpful supplement that will help to get your leptin to do what it needs to do. Because, you know, what happens is as we start to lose weight, because leptin is a hormone that lives in our fat. And as we start to lose weight, our leptin breaks. So we need a way to get in there and to help fix it. And this supplement will do that. This is from Beth, and she said, I purchased the L-Glutamine a few weeks ago. I was wondering how I should use it. I bought it due to me having sporadic carb cravings. Should I only place some in my mouth and rub around the gums each time I have a craving? Or should I drink it in liquid once or more times a day? Also, is the limit 1 scoop a day? Okay, lots of questions, but these are really good ones, by the way. So thank you so much, Beth, for this. First of all, L-Glutamine, there's 2 things that L-Glutamine does really well. And just understand, L-Glutamine is an amino acid that helps with healing your gut, because it helps, we get the little junctures that go like, that are like this in our intestinal tract, and as stress comes into our lives, anti-nutrients and what have you, they start to spread apart. That's called leaky gut. When they spread apart like that, that means right down through here, you know, food particles are going into your abdominal cavity. You know what that does? It triggers an immune response. So you've got, and that can lead to autoimmunity. And what, as a matter of fact, what they've found is that those of us who have autoimmune diseases, and I do, I have Hashimoto's, that is in remission, by the way. And one of the things that I did, one of the strong things that I did was get my gut in order. L-Glutamine helps with that. So a little bit of every day. Strong suggestion, 1 scoop a day in a smoothie, or you can do what Jenny does. She adds hers to her hot melt mix and drinks it at 1 o'clock every day when we're having our, because she's here, you know, she's here at this time. And this is such a good piggyback habit, because you know you're gonna be sitting here doing the show, so you can get your little hot melt mix ready and throw in your L-Glutamine. That way you've got your scoop in there. So that's the scoop. The other thing is to put another scoop in here in a little dish and put it where you need it. Either put it in a plastic bag, put it on your desk, whatever. I just put it on my desk. And as you can see, you know, there's not a whole lot in there anymore, but it doesn't matter. What I will do is take a clean finger, right? I just wetted it a little bit and put it in my hot melt mix. Clean finger though. Okay. Here we go. And do you see that? There it is on my finger. That's all you need. Take this, teeth, gums, tongue. It doesn't taste like anything. And that does bam, and it cuts it all off right now. Cuts it all off. It makes those cravings go away, right at the knees. What it does is it goes right up to that pleasure center of the brain and says, no more, I'm not interested. And you can actually feel it. It's amazing. Now, this would work for quitting cigarettes, quitting booze, quitting crack, heroin, whatever. It is that kind of a thing, because it's all physiology. The other thing that I do, because if you have if you're going through kind of a cravings thing, and every once in a while I do, but I take this every day anyway, it's Crave Crusher, and it has a little L-Glutamine in it and some other things. And it helps to bring it all down. It helps to get those neurotransmitters fired, and it keeps the cravings at bay all day. You take 4 of these, and 4 of them, but it's worth it. You take 4 of them with your regular supplements, and it's thebomb.com. So momentary quick cravings, get rid of them right now. L-Glutamine, boom. Long extended necessary need, it's Crave Crusher. And we have, when you go to get your Leptofix, which I know you all are because it's flying out the door, there's a little thing that comes up and says, hey, you want Crave Crusher? Say yes to that, so you can get all of that stuff together, and you'll get a Pinkies Up cup too. That's all I can say about that. But yes, it's limited to 1 scoop a day plus any extra peripheral whatever. Yes, the dosage is all on the bottle, always. We have to do that by law. And that's how that works. It's super easy. If you have that little scoop in your little baggie, and be careful if you get pulled over by the cops, if you're driving too fast and you've got your little baggie out, they're gonna think you're a drug addict. We don't want that. I've got plenty of women who walk around with their little baggies filled with L-Glutamine. This stuff just works. It's fantastic stuff. There you are, Beth. I'm glad that it helped you out. Amber's asking, this is good. Oh my goodness. This is our Amber, by the way. Say hello, she's there. Will hot milk mix keep me in ketosis if I'm doing a paleo diet instead of strictly keto? Sorry if that's a stupid question. I've added potatoes to my cooking a few times this week, then wondered if I was undoing everything I worked toward with the sprint. So here's what you need to know, because this is just fantastic. Oh, who said this? Kimberly said, L-Glutamine has helped heal my gut. My digestion has improved greatly. That's fantastic. Yes, it does. It works. It works. I really love my people who have digestive issues, IBS, etc., to start taking some L-Glutamine. Think about it this way. That's where your inflammation is. It's all in your gut. And when you've got diverticulitis, that's your body saying, you know, things aren't right here. When you've got an IBS of some kind and you're just like constantly going through pain and what have you, this is the balm. This is the balm of Gilead. It will soothe all the things. I love it. So it's a great, fabulous thing. So yeah, get your L-Glutamine, get that ordered, get your crave crusher ordered if you're really going through, if you want to really stomp out those cravings, you know, and at some point you might not need that. You might get beyond that. That's the goal, always. So hot milk mix. So hot milk mix is a fantastic product. We love this. We did it for our supplement of the week last week and pretty much ran out. And this is what you need to know about this supplement, this particular thing. Yes, it will keep you in ketosis, and yes, even if you cheat. Now, I don't say that very much. You know why? You know why I don't talk about that? Because I want you to stay the course, of course. I want you to stay the course, and I want you to not think, oh, I've got a little trick in my back pocket. But honestly, you do have a trick in your back pocket. And as a matter of fact, this particular blend, that's one of the things that my formulator said, yeah, you could market it like this, because if you eat a bunch of carbs, you could still stay in ketosis. Well, it's true. It will help you to stay in, I mean, if you eat a whole birthday cake, it might not keep you in ketosis, but if you cheat, this is really going to help you. And staying in ketosis means that you are staying in a place of fat burning. It's just phenomenal that way. I also got another question. Somebody had messaged me personally asking me, and I'm going to break my own rule and answer this. And they were saying, what is this beauty support Marla keeps talking about? So Marla keeps talking about beauty support, you know, because she loves it. She takes it all the time. She takes the Core 4 and she takes this. And here's the thing that you want to know. Beauty support is cloying and biotin, and together they work to help with the hair. Now, I strongly suggest you have the B complex as well as this, and together they work on really massively. You know, my hair I used to have kind of thinning places right here. And now you can see, look at all these little hairs. That's from that, and even here too, you can see it. See, those really a lot right here. Look at that. Do you see all those little hairs? Well, that was all really nothing. I mean, I was having like this receding hairline. I was like, oh my gosh, I look like my dad. But yeah, it started to grow in. Consistently, and I'm going to say something else. Consistently taking your supplements is an act of self-care. When you take your supplements consistently on a daily basis, you're caring for yourself. You're meeting your body where it is, because we all have gaps. We do. And, you know, understand, there's a lot of people who think, well, you should be able to get it from food. In an ideal world, you should be able to get it from food. But let's just face it, we're not. And the other thing that we need to be always looking at, and here's another thing, this is the other deal that nobody talks about, and that is that the vitamin content of what was in a tomato, for example, 50 years ago, the vitamin C in a tomato versus today is down 60%. How do you like that? So we always have to be looking at things. Has it been sprayed? Is there glyphosate all over it? You know, that's a problem. That's going to cause problems with your gut. Is it something that was picked green and then, you know, ripened with a bunch of gases? That's something to consider. Is it full of pesticides? All of these things interact because your body understands what food is. Your body doesn't understand what chemicals are. And these are all food derived. You know, they're amino acids and B vitamins, and they're combinations of such that put things together for you in your body so that you can fill in I always say it's filling in the gaps because we all have them. And it's also nutritional insurance, you know. Debbie's saying go organic. Amen, amen, amen. And you know, it's the cheap. I will tell you, 25 years ago, 26 years ago, when I started as a nutritionist, my job was, at that time, I was educating moms and their preschoolers, because that's where I was at the time. I went around from preschool to preschool to preschool, all over Southern California, talking to them about the importance of putting organic food in your baby's belly. And let me just tell you something. At that time, finding organics, difficult. And when you did find them, you were looking at, instead of paying, you know, $1.50 for a pound of apples, you're going to pay $4. So I helped to organize a co-op that is still going strong in Costa Mesa, California, of a bunch of moms who have a bunch of organic produce delivered to their garage, and they still pick them up. So these are the things we need to be looking at. These are the things that we need to be looking at. We can afford to go organic. We just make a different choice. If we're not buying a bunch of crap, we're buying good quality food. Always, always, always. We want to buy good whole foods, and we want to buy it as clean as we can possibly afford. Does that mean that you should feel bad if you can't? No. It means you do the best that you can with what you've got, is what it means. And just because you can't go all the way, just because you can't go, you know, I still have to talk Mark into things all the time. Like, no, it needs to be grass-fed, Mark. We need to do this. And you say, you know how much that is a pound? Yes, I do. And we're going to pay for it. You know, we pay for it. Your body says thank you. And it's, where do you want to put your dollars? I'd rather put my dollars in my food and in my supplements than put them on a bunch of medications that I don't want to take for the rest of my life, or a bunch of health care that I don't want to be having. An investment in your body is an investment in your body and in your life and your good health. That's critical and that's important. So anyway, I just thought I would show you that. I think I showed you everything. I did. I showed you everything that we had questions about. I so appreciate you all showing up, by the way. Thank you for that. And I also appreciate you helping to spread the word about what we're doing, you know? What we're doing is something pretty great here, I think. We've got a community that's vibrant and wonderful, and we're looking at every single day, how do we lift each other up? That's how we work. And by the way, next week, I have a couple of new things that I'm going to be introducing to you. Woo! Because, you know, we have new stuff coming up all the time. And I'm going to throw something down for you, okay? You ready? I'm going to double dog dare you to try eating something that maybe you've never had before, like these. I just bought these Wild Pacific sardines from Wild Planet. These are in extra virgin olive oil, lightly smoked, and they're delicious. You know, I never thought I would like sardines, but I'm telling you, this is an omega-3 fat bomb right here. These are amazing. We got to start expanding our horizons. So, who's going to take me up on this? Double dog dare ya to eat some wild Pacific sardines this week. There's your challenge. Also, take a look at what we have coming up too. I've got some cool giveaways coming up as well. I've got all this stuff that people always send me, and it's just sitting here. And I decided, you know, it's time to start sharing some of the goods, because we have a lot of people that we consider partners that we work with. And why not get some of this stuff shared? I think it'd be so fun. What do you think? Yeah, everybody's got a tub of sardines in their. Check them out and make sure that there's olive oil in them and not some kind of, you know, soybean oil or whatever. They could be high in salt. Let's see what the sodium's about. Yeah, they're high, 260 milligrams, not too bad. 11% of your daily. Yeah, and the omega-3 fatty acid I mean, there's just almost nothing like it. Mackerel too, which if you've ever had mackerel, holy cow, that's a taste. But these are really fantastic. So next week, I'm going to be asking you who had some sardines. And what I'll do is I'll put them on a salad. And Mark is just absolutely so grossed out. Yes, Lizzie, gross your husband out. Why not? So that's what we do. I'm going to challenge you to try new food. I'm going to challenge you to go to the next level. I'm going to keep challenging you to take a look at what it is that you're doing and find the places in your diet that just aren't that great. If you need low salt, low cholesterol, low carbs, oh my God, low fat. What do you eat? I think a lot of that is old science, by the way. You should take a look at what the new science is telling us. The new research is interesting. It's not salt that's the problem. It's the type of salt that's the problem. It's not cholesterol that's the problem. It's the inflammation that makes the cholesterol rise. There's a lot of research out there. Go to PubMed, start putting your stuff in there, and start taking a look. It will blow you away. Sardines with water are fine. Go do it. Kimberly said can't do it, but she loves her Bubby's pickles. Yes, Bubby's, aren't they the best? Bubby's is a brand I love, and I'll be sharing with you as I go where you can get these. I got these Wild Planet ones. I've seen them in the grocery store, but I've also got them in a big stack of them at Costco, of all places. So you can find great deals on everything as long as you're looking. And if there's, gosh, why can't I think of the name of the market? It's a Southern California grocery store that Sprouts. Yeah, Southern California, and we also had one in Colorado, but Sprouts carries this as well. If you have a Sprouts next to you, they carry Wild Planet stuff. Jane says challenge accepted. Great. You know what? We get better by showing each other. It's show and tell time, and that's what I'm doing, is showing you new stuff to try. So let's get busy. We've got a lot to go on. We've got a lot to do. I'm your age. Old sign. It's true. I do the research. Yes, you need to take a look at it. They don't have sangria though. I'm sorry, Debbie. Y'all, tomorrow is full bloom. If you're going to be there, it's time to get signed up. Go to savingdinner.com/bloom. You'll get your cup, you'll get your pad, and you'll get everything. Everything will be laid out for you. I promise you. We'll get that to you. It won't be there tomorrow, but it'll be coming. It'll be a nice reminder. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much again for showing up, for being that rising tide, and also for loving your neighbor up. This is how we do it. See you tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. If you're not on watching Full Bloom tomorrow, you will not see me. We will be dark tomorrow. But I will see you on Monday. Peace.